Hey y'all, welcome back to Making Memories with the Morgans. A little Saturday adventure we're going on. We're in the wife's Jeep today. Left the old Ford at home because we hear there's a potential creek crossing on the route we're going on. So we decided to bring the Rubicon just in case we get to bind. I'll probably post the map up in the video before we're going. But we're gonna head up Highway 9 and jump on a Forest Service Road and come in the backside of Cloud Crossing. Maybe stop and have a little picnic there at Cloud Crossing and then go on out and ride the loop that's got the creek crossing on it. But we're gonna see what we can find on that part there, and that way y'all have some knowledge of it after y'all watch the video.
Beautiful day for sure.
It is a beautiful day. Hopefully we don't get into too big a bind, but we got a winch and everything, so
Rubicon, not scared of mine. But that Ford is, you know.
But anyway, we got us some sausage and some cheese and stuff like that, so we may have a little picnic. Y'all stay tuned. Guys, I want to show y'all the route we took Saturday for our little day trip. This is Highway 71 in Kisatchie. We turned off of 71 on the Highway 9 right here. Crossed the Black Lake Bridge, kept going. Went on up past Chestnut right here. I turned right on Forest Road 605. We come all the way through, basically coming in the backside of Cloud Crossing. Got to this intersection here at 513 and took 513 all the way to Cloud Crossing right here. That's the Cloud Crossing campground. We kept on going, went back out to 1233, and we turned on Cloud Crossing Road right here. And that pin I have right there is the creek crossing you tend to hear people talk about. There was no water in it, it was dry, but you do have to have a high clearance vehicle to get across it because it's pretty steep down. Just a little creek there. It's nothing bad, but you got to have a vehicle with some clearance on it. So I do have that pin there if anybody wants it. So we played around there a little ways. And then this is actually the loop, that purple right there that we wanted to explore. So we come all the way across it. And right here around 126, there is, right before you get to 126, there is a pretty nice dispersed campsite there. We come on around and we got to this weird circle here. And we went in on this far side here and made it all the way around to that four-wheeler trail there, and we had to turn around. So it was some pretty scenery in there, but you do have to turn around, so it's kind of aggravating. We come on out here and hit 1233 and hung a left and went back. Went back to Cloud Crossing right here, and then when we got back to Cloud Crossing when we had our picnic and cooked our sausage and stuff. So then we picked all that up and we come all the way back out, and like we headed back toward the house. But instead of turning left here on the 605, we went north on 570 all the way back to 126, and then 126 to Highway 9, and then went back to the house. It was a real good day trip. The colors are awesome this time of year. Hopefully y'all enjoy the video. Sure looks like we made it to the National Forest, but unfortunately this is Highway 9. Very rough. I'm sure it's real good on everybody's suspension that has to travel this road, but they are having to do this so they can redo the road. We just come off a nice patch that they finished overlaying, and it's 100 times better than it's been being. But Natchitoches Parish is not known for having good roads. Beautiful parish, but just roads are mostly junk. But they are putting the effort toward redoing this one, so it ought to be a lot better. We're gonna pull over here in a little while at Comer's One Stop, get a little gas. That way we don't run out somewhere in the forest. A little local family owns a new store out here on Black Lake. We'll pick y'all back up in a little while. are at Comer's One Stop, just the other side of Black Lake. Real nice store. Black Lake Bridge is that way. We're gonna cross the bridge here in a little while. It won't be too much further past that where we're gonna jump on to the trail at Kisatchie. We're gonna get a little gas, or we're gonna fill it up. Get some gas, that way we ain't gotta worry about it. Like I said, you can see how dusty the road is, really redoing it. But if you're on the trail, this is a good place. Stop off, get something to eat, some gas. Comer's One Stop. Alright, we're back in the Jeep. Got a full tank of gas. Want to be able to do plenty of riding on this beautiful day.
You got this one?
We're not far from the Black Lake Bridge, like I said. We'll pick y'all up at the Black Lake Bridge. Some of my other videos, y'all probably see a hat on my dash and a lot of recordings that say Double D Hauling. That's a friend of mine. His name's Douglas. Owns a business. He does just about everything from hot shot and dump trucks, whatever. But we're visiting to pass his house and shop right up here on the right. I'm not gonna film it just for privacy reasons. You may see a little bit of it. There's some of his trucks right there. That's the headquarters for Double D Hauling.
Where's the one in Carson? They got the sidewalk on the side.
Well, you'd hate to hit that curb right there for sure. Hopefully the image stabilization on these new GoPros is working, because this road is terrible. Right now we're passing what's called the old Bales Camp on Black Lake. Here's the Black Lake Bridge. It's worth coming to see right here if you've never seen this, just because of the cypress trees all changing colors out across the water. The lake is drained right now. It's usually higher than what it is. Not sure how much you'll be able to see, but that's what we're looking at on the Black Lake Bridge on Highway 9. Like I said, if you had never seen it, it's worth seeing. Restaurant owned by some wonderful people, owned by some very good friends of ours, great people. Got one of the best salad bars in Louisiana, I believe. Definitely. They have fried fish, fried oysters, steaks, just about anything, you name it. If you've never been, it'd be a real good attraction to go to. Might actually see about talking to the guys over the load about maybe adding that restaurant, maybe the Black Lake Bridge to some of their points of interest. Passing the fellow Jeeper. We'll pick y'all back up when we get to Kisatchie. Alright guys, we had to take the sound out of this clip here because I forgot to turn the radio down. And in the background you can hear the radio playing. Don't want to get a copyright strike. But we turned off of Highway 9 on the Highway 605, Forestry Service Road 605. Real nice drive, so y'all come along, ride with us. Coming up to our first little bridge here. A little water in it, not a whole lot though. Beautiful woods. Colors are great right now. Not sure what's behind this fence we're coming up on. Nice pipeline right there to our right. Alright, we're coming to the intersection right here at Forest Service Road 605 and 570. I'll show you on the Gaia app here. It does pair to the Jeep's infotainment center too, in case anybody was wondering. Don't want to bore y'all with the complete ride in here, but it's not a boring ride. It's very beautiful this time of year, but
This first camping spot.
I just don't think y'all want to watch me drive down the Forest Service Road. We did pass a couple of dispersed camping sites. We would have showed y'all, but most of them had people already occupying them, so we didn't want to pull in on top of them. It's been a very pretty ride so far. So far we went 4 miles off of Highway 9. We're just taking our time cruising. I'll show you on the Gaia app one more time here. See, there's that pin I dropped. That's the cloud crossing there. We're coming in the back side of it. We're going to stop once we get the cloud crossing there. Alright, we're getting off of 570 onto 513 here. I'm sure you can probably see the sign. Good gracious, it's rough right here. Cloud crossing recreational area. That sign wasn't there, and I wasn't paying attention to the GPS. We would have passed that right up. Like I said, I hope this image stabilization feature on the GoPro is working. If not, probably gonna be a lot of unusable footage because it is pretty rough in some spots. Shouldn't have but a couple miles left till we get the cloud crossing, and we'll see y'all when we get there. Alright, this is a real nice dispersed site right here. Show you where we're at here. It's not very far at all from cloud crossing there. Get out and show y'all. We actually seen it last time we was out here. We didn't get any of it on film though. Got a little fire ring over there. And the last time we was here, this felt was on the ground, like maybe they'd set their tent on this felt. It looked like maybe the wind had blowed it up. We normally pick up trash when we see it, but I feel like that felt has a purpose and somebody may want it when they come back. You see their fire ring here. It's a pretty good sized spot though. I mean, you can put a couple tents here. We're not very far at all now from cloud crossing. Just a beautiful day. Couldn't ask for better. That's the way we come from right there. Going back this way here, get the cloud crossing. Alright, we are coming into cloud crossing now. I'm sure the campsite's going to be pretty full because of deer season and all. Got some campers right there. There's several people camping out here. Excuse me. This side of the road here is where the campsites are. There's a boat ramp again. Nice boat ramp. Several hunters out here. The camper's still here from 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it's just there sitting up there. Oh, see this stuff?
That's the spot right there that we normally like to get, but it's occupied.
Nothing on this side. Looks like our camp.
Bunch of deer hunters out here.
This would be these houses. That'd be nice. Kind of secluded. Lots of traffic.
Good old smell of the campfire. Alright, we're going to go on out here, and there's a day. We're going to go out and jump on the main road and go hit that loop and come back and probably do our cooking then. Alright, we just turned off of 1233 here. This is the road that the loop we're gonna try to make. You see it makes the loop there and comes back around. It'll tie back into the main road right here on 1233. But the trail doesn't look like it's been accessed lately, but we're gonna see what we can come out with.
We're only 3.3 miles from Christmas Tree Farm.
Well, I found a Christmas tree farm.
Yes.
We're gonna see what we can come across, though. Hopefully we don't pick up a flat or something.
Maybe.
Pretty colors. So far, since we exited off of Highway 9, we've been 9 miles total, so it's not real far and a good little day trip. Our best friend's 50th birthday party is tonight, so we won't be doing any camping tonight, but it's actually out at Grand Bayou. He's camping for the weekend, so we'll be out there this afternoon, or we would be camping somewhere. Hopefully we can find maybe a dispersed campsite or two along here.
That's a nice place down here. Pretty. Is that another road? That's a road.
Yeah. Friend of mine, Jeff Richard, I believe he made this trip not too long ago. He's a big contributing member to the Lope Facebook page.
They get
strap one down. Pretty good holes right here in this road, but ain't too bad. Like several four-wheeler trails cut off of here. Haven't seen any camping sites yet, but we're still early on to it. Yeah, I don't know what the rules are for, like, if you wanted to bring you a weed eater or something and weed eat the grass down. You know, spot for you to set up a tent. I don't know what the rules are. Drop a comment down below if you know what the rules are on that. I do have a wildlife and fishery agent that's a friend of mine. I could ask him. I may make it a point to do that before I put this video out. But several spots it looks like you can make one. I know your fire has to be contained. Hopefully we can see some deer or something, but we are in the middle of the day, which we done that on purpose to try not to mess with the deer hunters or anything. Most deer hunters don't hunt in the middle of the day. Some do, and certain times of the year you need to hunt in the middle of the day. My wife's strictly an evening hunter.
I would hunt in the middle of the day too. Just not mornings.
She sure ain't gonna hunt mornings. She'd have to kill him in the bedroom if she was gonna shoot a deer at the morning time.
I saw a big one coming out in the mornings. I would get up.
They should be about a 140-inch 10-point on our wall that she could have killed Christmas morning a couple years ago. We had him patterned pretty good for, you know, through our cell cameras and all, and I was actually working, had all our stuff laid out. All she had to do was get up and go, and called and woke her up, and before she got up she dozed back off, and sure enough the big 10 and the 8 showed up that morning, and he was killed by a neighbor down the road a couple days later. I think actually on the 29th of December. He should have been on our wall though. What you got to say for yourself?
Well, I probably would have killed 8-point because he came out first, right?
Yeah, you probably would have, but he was still 125-inch deer.
But I'm proud of the one I have. That's a whole nother story then. For another video. There's somebody out there.
Yep, there's some deer hunters right there. How you doing, bub? Love to do some camping in here if we find us a spot to set up.
Yeah, we said as long as you don't cut grass. Big tree.
That guy we just passed back there, he had just a little pull-in spot. Looked like he had maybe done some camping in. He was like he was washing his coffee cup out. Any of this riding y'all don't want to see, feel free to fast forward through it. I just thought for the ones who hadn't seen it, may be interested in seeing it. Looks like we got some type of little crossing right here. I think this may be the little creek crossing they was talking about.
Oh, yeah, it's not bad at all.
Alright, we played around the creek crossing, maybe got a thumbnail or so. Had a guy come up behind us. We got out of his way, but he had a some type of bike rack on the back of his truck there, and his receiver hitch he didn't want to remove, and was pretty sure it was going to drag in the creek crossing. We did have to take our drop hitch out. It would have drug as well. I do have a pin dropped exactly where that creek crossing is, so y'all can comment below and let me know if y'all want the pin, or I may pass it on to Kenneth and Billy there to see if they want to add it to the map. I'm not sure that they would want to do that, but I'll give it to them if they want it. Keep easing along here. Like I said, any of this driving y'all don't want to see, y'all can fast forward through it. Just had to swap batteries in the GoPro. This is our first filming attempt with the GoPro, so hopefully it all turns out okay. A little four-wheel trail off to our left right here.
Yeah, right.
So after that creek crossing, of course the Jeep didn't have no trouble with it. The Jeep is lifted 2 inches on 35s. Probably gonna put 37s on it here pretty soon. It's getting due for some tires. My truck, however, even though it is a FX4, it's not leveled or anything, and the front end is pretty low. I believe my front spoiler probably would have drug trying to cross that creek, and that was the main reason we come in the Jeep today. So that idea panned out good. This looks like some prime deer hunting up through here. I'm sure if we had any of that stuff fall from the sky like rain, you know, which has been kind of scarce around these parts for the last couple months, I'm sure the creek crossing would probably had some water in it. It may have been a little more fun, but it was dry. Sure would like to see a deer or a turkey run across where we could put them on YouTube. Got to figure out some way that we can have music on a YouTube video without it being copyrighted. My wife and I, we both love our music, but as long as we film them, we can't have music because we get a copyright strike. And in the event that we ever do get our channel monetized, too many of those copyright strikes will not be good for your channel. And if you have copyrighted music in a video, no matter how many views it gets, if you're monetized, you won't be able to get anything for that video because of the copyright strike. Or I believe that's how it works. If any of y'all know exactly how it works, put it in the comments below, because I'm not 100% sure. We've only got like 337, 338 subscribers at filming this video here. So we're still real new to the YouTube thing. Good little hill right here. I don't know how the camera portrays it, but it's a pretty good hill. It's all gravel though, so I mean, even if it was raining, I believe you'd be okay in any type of, you know, off-road vehicle. And I wouldn't bring a car or nothing down through here, but I believe any type of four-wheel drive you would probably be okay, but use your best judgment. Don't go off of my judgment. Got a lot of blowed down timber in this area. It looks like a storm may have come through here in the past. Looks like possibly a tornado because all the timber's not blowed the same direction. Got a lot of hardwoods to our right here, that way down in the bottom. I'm not seeing any water on the map here, but it doesn't mean it's not some down there. It's probably not none in it down there right now because of dry as it is. Looks like they had a skid steer in here not long ago pushing the trails open. In fact, it looks like it's been since the last rain because the tracks are still real fresh. It is a great time of year because the colors are very pretty right now. You know, on a day like today, you know, beautiful weather in November, if you don't get out and explore something like this, I don't know what's wrong with you. Huh?
What are you even doing?
You can sit on the couch and watch TV in the evening time when it's dark. I don't think we've quite made it halfway around. May take a little break from filming here and pick y'all back up. We find something exciting. All right, we come to an intersection here. We'll show you where we're at on this loop. We turned off right here, so we ain't even quite halfway back to it yet. Our plan is to make the whole entire loop and then come back down 1233 here, come back to Cloud Crossing and do a little cooking right there, just to show you where we're at. Like I said, I did mark the creek crossing right there for anybody who wants that pin. Just comment down below and I can send it to you, or message me, whatever you want to do. Right across that bridge there, we run into this spot here, which makes an awesome dispersed spot. As you can see, there is a tent all the way down there at the end. But man, that's a pretty spot. I'd love to walk down there, but I'm not, being there's somebody already occupying it there. I get back in the Jeep though, I'm gonna look, make sure it's not on private property. I don't think it is, but just to make sure. And that way also y'all can kind of know where it's at. Get back on the GPS here. Alright, let's see, there is some private property here. I believe if I can get it to move here. It's right there where we're at. I believe we're in Kisatchie on public right here, best I can tell. Just to give you a little reference point to where we're at. There's 126, so it's in between 126 and the bridge there. Real nice camping site. Like I said, best I can tell, it is on public. Hope I'm not wrong about that, but according to the map, it's public. Real nice spot. Wouldn't mind camping there myself. Alright, we came to an interesting spot on the map here. As you can tell, we're not far from the end of the loop that we originally wanted to explore today. My screen's got dust on it. So there's the end of the loop that we wanted to explore. And then we was gonna go back to Cloud Crossing. But for some reason, there is a perfect circle right here. I don't know if you can see it real well. I think you can. It turns off right there. So I think we're gonna go see what that circle does, if we can get all the way through there. Let y'all ride with us. It is all on public, according to the map here. Oh shit, did we go the wrong way?
Oh man, it's kind of hard to tell on here.
Alright, past that truckload there, cut the camera off while we was talking to them. They basically doing the same thing we doing, just out sightseeing. They actually looking for a place to hunt the day after Thanksgiving. A lot of people come up here during Thanksgiving holidays because you can hunt does or bucks the day after Thanksgiving, I believe. Now don't take my word for that, because like I said, I have only hunted public land one time, and I had to call a friend of mine that was a game warden to get all the rules and stuff, just to make sure I wasn't messing up. But don't take my word for any of it. Make sure you do your own research and make sure you learn the laws. I don't want y'all mad at me because you got a ticket. I can tell you what you want to know about private land, but public I know nothing about hardly. He said the road gets a little rough. I'm not quite sure where he was talking about. I'm sure we'll see it though. I don't know if he's talking about around this way or I'm not sure. One thing I've learned about these GoPros is they go through some batteries. We've already used one battery and are on our second one. It's on 83%, so it does go through some batteries. We've got two just alike. We got the GoPro Hero 12 Black. We got two of them. We got to figure out the A-roll and B-roll footage you hear YouTubers talking about. We hadn't got all that figured out yet. So we got two phones and two GoPros, so hopefully we can make our filming a little better. There's white trees, I think.
But what's the underneath it? Woodpeckers? Or no?
It tells you on those signs. I think it's something to do with woodpeckers. We had to read one of them. Playing with the maps here while we're eating down this trail, and even our Google Maps is showing this same little circle here. May not be nothing to it, but like I said, we was just riding, exploring, and see what's down here and show y'all what's down here. Definitely for this type of riding though, the Gaia seems like a superior app to the Google Maps. Give y'all a little break. We'll pick y'all back up if we see anything that we think y'all might want to see. Alright, right after we stopped recording that one section, I think this must have been where the guy was talking about the road gets rough at. We're going to keep easing until we don't want to ease no more. Don't really want to scratch my wife's Jeep all up, but there was a washout right there. At the bottom of the hill, imagine that. We're about halfway around this circle that I keep talking about. But I've often looked at this circle and just wondered why it was a perfect circle. I guess we're finding out. The road does get rough down here. We may end up turning around. Like I said, don't want to scratch it up. Should have brought my little shears. Could have cut a few limbs. I could see where this road here would get rough if you had some rain on it.
Where are we? There? We're not on it? Can we get it?
Nah, I'm go around it. Just go across the top. Lots of birds down here. We'll probably get way down here and come to a creek crossing or something that we can't get to and have to come all the way back through all this, but that's part of it and part of why I make these videos, to show y'all. You know, if we end up getting all the way down here and having to turn around, then y'all know not to come this way.
Another crossing right there. Okay.
Well, this is going on a four-wheeler trail.
That is?
According to the map. So we're not supposed to go this way.
Nowhere else to go.
I can't see nothing with the sun and the mirrors and reverse camera.
There's nowhere else to go.
Yeah, there's nowhere else to go, but that shows us getting off of the circle. That had us going right there. So
That leads back out. We can't go to there. What is that?
So this FYI, I'm not sure what's that way, but we're not wanting to go that far. It's actually labeled on the map as a ATV trail, so we're not gonna get on that. So if you ain't gain anything else from this video, don't come this way. Leave the circle alone. But now we know, and I'm sure somebody else already knew that, so, but now everybody who watches this video and myself will know. Alright, so we got off the circle that we keep talking about. We made it to right here, which is labeled as a four-wheeler trail. Turned around and came back. We're going to take a right here and complete the little loop we set out to start this morning. Go back to Cloud Crossing and cook us up some late lunch. And then head back toward Highway 9. Hopefully we'll see some more exciting things or something along the way. If not, we'll pick y'all back up when we get back to Cloud Crossing Campground. Coming up to another bridge here, another water crossing. Well, I bet some deer love this tender grass right here. Ain't a whole lot of water down there. I guess maybe when it rains. Real pretty woods right through here though. Pretty bottom. We had to come out here after a big rain and look, I bet it changes the creeks and all a lot. Where it makes them pretty with flowing water in them. Alright, well here we are at Cloud Crossing. Got a little sausage and stuff we're gonna cook real quick. My wife's trying to get a fire going, but probably just gonna have a lot of smoke from it. We'll get a few things out, get it set up. We bought our Predator power station. We're gonna charge phones and some GoPro batteries while we're here. Y'all hang out with us. Gonna turn our DC USB side on. Charge the GoPro batteries. I'm sure my wife's phone needs charging too. Plug her phone up as well. Like I said earlier, we're learning the GoPro, so I'm not sure how good the audio is going to be with me this far away from the camera. We're going to get some microphones eventually. Her phone is on 32%. She's been watching the LSU Arkansas game as well, though. We're gonna try out our new little backpack stove here. You see them all the time on YouTube. That's it, relation to my hand. Got this off of Amazon. It is a Gas One name brand. There's several of them on there, but my cooker at home is a Gas One, so decided to go with that name brand. I think it was like $11 or something. Runs off the mix of propane and butane. Cylinders, it's real light, just like the cooker there. You got your little feet here. You just, after you get screwed onto your bottle, you slide your feet around. So you can set your skillet, your pot, your coffee, or whatever on. If y'all would like to get one of these, drop a comment, or I'll try to remember to put the link for this in the description. This is our first time using it, so hopefully it works good. My wife got this little sign made. It's real nice. Get our skillet. Skillet and our tongs.
I don't think I need those sheets. Which ones you want? Pepper jack or Kobe jack? Somebody ate her. I had pepperoni and salami also, but it wasn't in the drawer this morning for some reason.
Just like that, she's lit. One click. Skillet does sit on there. It's not the best, you know, obviously it's not a big oven, but it'll get the job done. We're just gonna cook up some sausage.
Put it on.
You didn't bring up butter, did you? So we forgot to bring a cutting board, so. Only thing I don't like about this little stove already is your pot is kind of wobbly on it.
I wonder if it does better with bigger pots.
It's made more, I think, for boiling water, you know, to do coffee but it will serve its purpose as well. I wouldn't try to cook nothing on it that you had to stir a lot. Can you slice it up?
Yeah, or you can cook it and then slice it, whatever. I got this little thing thinking I think it was me collar. or like a block, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know, probably will work, huh? Some.
That's probably a Temu find right there.
Anyway, but I mean, it worked.
They make actual pots and skillets and all that are made to set on these smaller burners. We're gonna have to invest in one of them.
Good trail down to the street.
What about some butter? Ain't no grease coming out of that.
Yeah, it'd be fun. In the water.
Yeah. Once you get that other one. This is actually some of the spring water that we bottled up in Kisatchie out at Red Dirt last weekend. Just gonna use it to add a little liquid to it. Should have brought some butter, but kind of a last minute trip. I'm going to tell you, that sucker gets hotter than most of your cookers. For anybody that cares, the LSU score right now is 23-22, so. The campsite is a lot quieter than it was when we come through the first time. I guess everybody's went out hunting today. I'd love to be hunting myself, just a little warm.
Hear me? That was the final one.
Final score, 23-22.
Pepper in that other cooler, maybe a little cooler. And the little one.
Where'd that bottle of water come from?
Who knows?
Fire didn't work, did it?
No. You need to keep mosquitoes away. But I'm sure I could have kept that out.
We're gonna finish cooking this sausage and then have some sausage and cheese and crackers. When it gets ready, we'll turn the camera back on, show y'all what we're eating. Alright, just about got our sausage done. I tell you, this little thing burns extremely hot. Didn't take long at all. My wife's making a little, kind of like a charcuterie board, I guess.
Yeah,
just a little snack is all. Still got some more in there and a whole another length there we're gonna take back to the house. What you think of today?
Been great. Got to see some places we've never seen before. It's been beautiful days for sure. Couldn't ask for a prettier day. Like cloud in the sky. Perfect weather.
We're gonna turn this off.
It has a little thing where it, I guess that's where it latches, huh?
Yeah. She tried to get us a windscreen. It ain't quite tall enough, but it did help.
You see it hot?
This folds up and
It has a little,
goes right back in this little pack there. Good old Timu. Timu, however you say it.
Can't knock it.
We're gonna enjoy a little snack here and clean everything up and start to head back toward the house to go to the birthday party this afternoon.
I'll show y'all some of that. There's some good cooking going on for sure. I heard he got some deer meat marinating.
What do you think? Is it good?
Very good. Perfect scent.
We're gonna eat. We'll catch y'all after a while. Well, we got us a little snack. We got our belly full. Nice, peaceful out here, even though there's a lot of people. Most of them's gone hunting. We're fixing to head back to the house and pretty well wrap up our day's trip. We'll try to get maybe some footage tonight at the birthday party, not sure, but maybe make a separate video of it or tie it into this one at the end, not real sure yet. If we see anything exciting along the way, we'll include y'all. If not, thank y'all so much for watching. Hopefully it's helped y'all. If y'all ever out this way wanting to explore, any questions, leave them in the comments. Be glad to answer them if we can. If you want any of the pins that we went through today, leave us a comment and I'll try to get it to you. Again, thank y'all for watching.